Hello there, I am Davis, and today I'm really excited to go over this research that I prepared for you, where we're gonna be reviewing Sanctum, which is a Solana protocol that specializes in liquid staking. Sanctum is a new protocol that started in 2024, and even though it has only been 6 months, as of today, they just surpassed $1 billion in total value locked, which is amazing, and it's a proof that this protocol has a lot of room for growth and lots of opportunities with it. My intention for this video is gonna be to teach you everything that I learned not too long ago. I've been researching this deeply, and hopefully you can find it as helpful as I did. Before I get started, I just want to make 2 disclaimers. Number 1, this is my first video ever like this, so if you like it or have any feedback, please let me know. I'll be more than happy to continue to record this type of content. And number 2, this is not financial advice. Always please do your own research. That being said, let's get it started. So let's go over the table of content. Today we're going to be reviewing what is Sanctum, their key features, protocol overview, social influence. Then we're going to move into liquid staking. I'm going to give you a quick brief on what it is and how the category looks in the blockchain network. Then we're going to look into unified liquidity, which is what makes this, one of the things that make this project so promising. And we're going to compare it against fragmented liquidity, which is what is being used traditionally in the space. Then from there, we're going to move into the platform overview, where I'm going to be showing you how to use the platform and a quick overview. And lastly, how you can qualify for the airdrop and start staking earning points now. So let's go. So what is Sanctum? In simple terms, Sanctum is a platform that makes staking and managing your liquid staking Solanas easier and more efficient. It focuses on liquid staking, and which allows you to take your Solana tokens, stake it, get a yield, an interest per year passively without having to do anything. But on top of that, you get a token, a liquid token, that you can use in DeFi. You can use it for lending, you can use it for leveraging, you can use it to open positions, you can use it for whatever you want. So you're still earning the yield, the passive yield, and on top of that, you can use it. So some of the key features about Sanctum are the unified liquidity, which I'm going to explain you in a few seconds. It is the instant on staking. Some platforms right now require you to wait a few days to unstake your liquid tokens. With Sanctum, that doesn't happen. You can unstake it instantly and get your token back. And lastly, high APYs. Sanctum has some really attractive APYs right now. Last time I checked, they were around 11%, and they also have some really cool features that allow you to get other tokens while you stake your Solana. So let's keep going. In here we have the protocol overview. So as I mentioned before, as of today, Sanctum surpassed the $1 billion in total value locked. Here's all the information. This is pretty impressive. They started picking up not too long ago, as you can see, and this year has been amazing for them. When it comes to the protocol overview, they are backed up by some of the biggest names in the space, like Solana Ventures, Sequoia, Dragonfly, and a few others. If we click in here, or if you research it on Google, you can see that they raised $6.1 million in seed extension by Dragonfly. Binance has all the information, so you're just one Google away from reading it on your own. But this is pretty bullish. As you can see, they have some really big names behind them. When it comes to social influence, let's see what they have. They have about 64,000 followers, and they seem to be pretty active. So this is good. And yeah, so now let's move into the liquid staking part. As I mentioned before, liquid staking is a new type of category, newish, few years already, where you can stake your tokens and you can get some liquid tokens in return that you can use for DeFi purposes. As of today, this is the category number 1 in the space. As you guys can see, it has a combined total value lock of $58 billion. Wow. And Sanctum only got $1 billion as of today. That's crazy. So there is $58 billion in the market. Sanctum only has one, which means there is a lot of market share and room for growth. So if you're reading this or actually watching this right now, you're in a good place. So that's what I feel about this. How I feel about this protocol category. $58 billion combined TVL. Sanctum only reached one today, and the space is just growing right now. So now that we understand the liquid staking and what it can do for you, let's go over the unified liquidity, which is what makes this project so special, and let's compare it with fragmented liquidity. So fragmented liquidity, like Lido, for example, means that the available liquid assets are they're spread across different pools. So instead of being one, you have different pools with different liquidity levels. So for example, we can have one with Arbitrum that has 80% liquidity or $8 million. Then we can have another one with Cardano that only has $1 million or 10% liquidity ratio. So when you want to swap Arbitrum for Cardano, you need to be mindful of how liquid the Cardano pool is to avoid price swings and to avoid high fees, or maybe not even being able to complete the transaction. On the other end, we have unified liquidity, which means that all the assets are combined into one pool. So there is always liquidity for all the assets that you might want to swap or take. They're all into one large share pool. This makes it easier and more efficient for users to trade and manage their tokens. So this is a lot of text. I'm just gonna go into the visual example. So in here, we have the fragmented liquidity. This is what the traditional liquid staking platforms use. So for example, let's say we have three pools. One for Arbitrum with 85% liquidity, one for Optimism with 70% liquidity, and we have Cardano with 15%. If you want to swap Arbitrum for Cardano, the liquid staking tokens, you will need enough liquidity funds in every single pool to make the swap happen smoothly. And this can cause problems if one of the pools has low liquidity, like I mentioned before. So to solve this, we have the unified liquidity, which is what Sanctum creates. Now you have Arbitrum, Optimism, and Cardano all into the same pool, so you know for a fact that you can always swap with no problems and you will never have to worry about liquidity levels anymore. So that is a huge plus. It's a peace of mind, and is very innovative. I feel like that's why Sanctum is backed up by so many big names, because of this idea and way of doing things. So now that you understand better what unified liquidity is, let's go over the main two benefits. Number one, you avoid liquidity fragmentation. Since all liquid state tokens are sharing the same pool, there is no issue with some pools having different liquidity levels, like the Cardano, for example, at 15% versus Arbitrum at 85%. Number two, stability. With a large unified pool, there is more overall liquidity, which brings stability and reduces the chance of big price swings when swapping liquidity stake tokens. I hope that was easy to digest. If it wasn't, please go back and watch it again, or let me know and I'll be more than happy to explain further. Okay, so that being said, I think by now you already see the potential, you already see what the protocol is, how it's unique. You know, as I mentioned before, please do your own research. But now let's go and review the platform together. So all we have to do is go into Sanctum.so and let's take it from here. All right. So in here, we're going to see most of the information that I shared with you. 1 billion traded volume, backers. You can also find the documentation, the blog, and all the information that you need. But the most important thing that we're gonna do is gonna be click launch app. In here, we're gonna see this page. This is what you should see if this is the first time that you come to this platform. I'm gonna go over this in 1 second, but let's click Wonderland. So Wonderland is where you find most of the information. Let's start by connecting our wallets. I'm gonna click Phantom. Here we go. I'm gonna click connect. And once you do that, the first thing that it's gonna ask you is if you have any referral code. You can use mine, which is DNINWK. I'm gonna share it later, but like this is gonna help you with the airdrop, you're gonna be able to get more points through this. So once you do that, just click join now, confirm if you're using a ledger or not. There we go, and boom, we're in the game. Okay, so in here, the first thing that we're going to see is gonna be the pets. So technically what they did, they gamified the experience by creating pets for their pools. So if you want to get some bunk soul, which is a soul stake from the bunk token, you can do it. As you can see, you get 10 experience points for every minute for every soul that you buy of this, and I'm gonna go over that in 1 second, but I'll go over the APYs in 1 second. Let's actually go over everything that happens in here. So in here you can see the pets. This is how they call the liquidity pools. Infinity is their official token. This is the one that you can use for liquid staking tokens, and it has really nice yield. Then in here you have the community quests. So they create random quests where you can get multipliers on the points that you get. So this is supposed to be done collectively, aka you can go on Reddit and get the answers to solve the quest. And yeah, as you do them, they do multipliers, you get more points, and you can qualify for the airdrops. So if you want to get started, all you have to do is go in here. Then you're gonna find all the different pools that they have. As I mentioned before, this is their official one. You can come in here and just buy some with your Solana. You don't have to buy a lot. You can perhaps buy just a fraction of it. The more you buy though, the more points you get. So maybe do 1 or 2 if you want to test the platform, but you don't have to go crazy and drop everything until you feel comfortable with the platform and you feel like you know what it does. So this one is giving 9.97%. It was at 11 about 34 days ago. So I think that as they grow, they're starting to decrease it, but it changes a lot. Something really cool that you can do with the staking tokens is get free airdrops. So for example, as of today, I am not a fan of meme points 100%. That might change in the future, might not, we'll see. But if you want to get exposure to with Hat Dog, I think that's how it's called, you can come in here, right? You can stake some of your soul. You're gonna get a stake Solana in return, so you still have your Solana. But besides that, you also are gonna be able to get some with airdrop to your wallet just because you have this one, because you're staking with soul. Pretty cool. You're helping their ecosystem, and every 2 days, I believe it is, they airdrop you percentage of whatever you're staking into your wallet for doing this. I feel like this is pretty cool and creative, and as you can see, 1 Solana is equal to 1 with soul. The only thing that you need to know is that you must have at least 0.01 with to receive the airdrop. So it doesn't matter if you have with soul staked, you're not gonna get any airdrop unless you have a little amount of dog with, or this token. So another really cool pool that I like is the Jupiter one. So if you come in here, this one is offering 10.43%. If we go to Marinate, so for example, here we go, you can see that right now Marinate is offering about 8.08% APY. Let's see, if you do a liquid staking, you get 7.59. So out of the box, you're already getting over almost 3%, 2% and something higher than this, and you can still use it on literally almost any platform because it's liquid. So this is a really nice way to get a nice APY, or a really nice way to get some free airdrops. So I'm gonna go in here and I'm gonna buy some just to show you an example. So we're gonna come in here, I'm gonna do, okay, I like this, like Jupiter, so I'm gonna go with 0.24. I'm gonna buy some just like that. Just click confirm, give it a few seconds, boom. Okay, and here we go. So now, as you can see, it has been completed. You don't have to do absolutely anything, and you're gonna be earning that 10% a year. So if I go into my wallet and I go in here, you're gonna be able to see, let's go with Solana, that I now have Sanctum.so. There we go. So you can see the value of it right now. 1 Sol is equal to 0.98 Sanctum.so. And yes, this is how you do it. Pretty straightforward, pretty easy. And now I can go ahead and use that for whatever I want. Infinity, and here's where you can go ahead and and get some tokens for the pools. And yeah, if you have any stake accounts in a different platform, you can always see it here as well. And if you want to trade something, let's say I want to trade my Jupiter Sol for the Infi one, I come in here, I do that, boom, swap, and I'm in the game. That's all I have to do. It's gonna swap, I'm gonna get some Infinity instead, and after like 10 minutes I'm gonna start seeing this going up. I'm gonna be level 1, and this is gonna start going up. So as you guys can see in here, it says that I have no experience. By the way, this is how you qualify for the airdrop. All you have to do is go into Sanctum, click join now, enter this code, and then just fund any pool. Once you join up, once you fund a pool, you're gonna start getting points. And yeah, once you do the airdrop, those points are gonna help you qualify more. So as an example, I'm gonna switch into my other wallet, and as you guys can see in here, I now have 376,000 points. This is only like 3 Solana that I stake, and as you can see, I'm level 51 in here, level 45 in here. That's because of how many I'm holding. And yeah, pretty straightforward. You can see your global rank, how many points you're getting, and whenever they do a quest, you can get multipliers. The more points you get, the more probabilities you get of having a nice airdrop. And yeah guys, this is Sanctum. Pretty straightforward, very promising, and exciting. If you have any questions, please let me know, and thank you for watching.